Hello, everyone. Welcome. Oh man, look at those. Are those Wario's? Welcome, everybody. How you doing? How's everybody doing? Welcome, Navjack, Dana, No Name, Darkmex, Chrysaries. Right? Wait. I know I've been mispronouncing it for a while, but now I don't remember the correct pronunciation. Desk fettuccine served on a steaming hot laptop. I didn't get the thing I was going to do for YouTube done today because I woke up super late. Which was to hook up... I want to wire up food. I want to wire up neural food. Picture of a Cenobite holding a sign that says ouch. Very good. Speaking of Cenobites and ouch. No, speaking of neural network imagery, there's a new model in town. It's not very good. I think I mentioned this the other day. The same people, Stability AI, the same people behind Stable Diffusion, released a new model, Stable Cascade. And the pre-trained checkpoint that they have for Stable Cascade was reduced to 1.7% of the size of Stable Diffusion 1.4's model. Our pre-trained checkpoint. And as a measure to reduce harmful content, it also means that like it can't do specific people, it can't do specific styles, it can't do specific combinations of subject matter. And when I say specific, I mean like when you say like Sonic the Hedgehog doing something or other, it'll just show you a picture of Sonic the Hedgehog standing there. And it's like very, very similar between them. So, huge disappointment, and regular people do not have the, boring. Regular people do not have the resources to do a full training session on the Major Lion set, so... So there's not really much that can be done to resolve that, unless, like, somebody wants to contribute hundreds of thousands of dollars of GPU time to it. So, a shame. A shame. Anyway, what are we up to today? What are we up to today? Let's see what the good citizens of Lovelock are up to today! Today... So today I was going to do programming stuff, but then I was like, what if instead of programming stuff I just played some video games? Just played some stuff. I think I'm going to do that. Because I haven't played like retro, just variety retro games in a while, I don't think. But also like... The reason I want to do programming stuff is because I'm at like I'm at a point where I want to like I want to finish this one part of the spinny sword game, but the problem is that it's a lot of work and it's very boring. So, I don't know if that's appropriate for streaming, unfortunately. The other thing that I need to do is I need to get, I need to get, some of the stuff. I need to rig up some of the more recent, stream capabilities to the to YouTube. And I've just been kind of like stalling on that because like I don't know, shit's been busy lately. So I haven't gotten around to it. You know what? Let's play some classics. Play some classics. We'll start with some Trojan, we'll play some Golden Axe. We'll play some, I don't even know what other games I know how to play. Maybe we'll play some Mario in between. Eh? Oh, shit. I forgot. I gotta plug that back in. 1 minute. Let me give you some music. Hold on a second. I forgot I had all that stuff unplugged. Forgot I had all that stuff unplugged for the flooring thing. This camera is still doing that thing where it's like dropping frames, and it's absolutely driving me nuts. Because like I can detect it out of the corner. There it goes again. I can detect it out of the corner of my eye, and when I see it happening, it's really distracting. And it wasn't happening up until my computer fucking biffed a Windows update. So now like I have to reinstall Windows again. And I'm like, I just want to coast this computer until I can get another computer in and get rid of this one entirely, completely reformat it, build up my new setup on the new computer, totally fresh, and not have to worry about shit like this. Oh, I gotta, reload my script. It will have crashed. I think that's gonna stop the stream for a second. And then we gotta go to NES platform. There we go. How's everybody doing today, though? How's everybody doing today? Hey, BNU, how's it going? I decided to at least play some video games first. I don't know if I'll do the development thing that I was thinking about doing. Maybe later. Maybe later. That's good, Darkmax. Glad to hear it. But yeah, I gotta... Oh, one good thing in the game development space, as a development incentive, as an incentive for me, Duke Donuts, to continue developing the game and be excited about it, Hey, Cactus Bee. Viddy's nuts! Hey! I've reached out to a well-known in these circles and well-respected pixel artist to do a main character sprite that can serve as a basis of like both the perspective, like actually looking good in the correct perspective that I want, and also to like keep me excited about the game, because every time I load it up I'll be like, look at that dude. So that'll be coming according to their schedule. And like, honestly, for what it is, less costly than I had feared. But that's my approach with games development, and this might be like opposite of a lot of people, is my approach is I'm gonna die here. I'm gonna die on this level. My approach is I always pay for art. For the specific reason that there's two reasons, right? Reason one is artists are often the most susceptible to the like they're most often susceptible to the general trend of like do it for exposure. Oh, blah blah blah, right? You know, getting ripped off by people not paying for their work. Programmers, much less so. Programmers can go get a job getting paid to program, right? Artists typically do not. It's much harder to get a job as an artist than a programmer. Because financial institutions don't need artists, right? Right? Yeah. Very good. BNU, thank you for the 100 secs. Holy crap!
Eating. Lemon character doing a victory dance with maracas in his hands.
I love Lemon character. Uh-oh. Hey, Shadrock. Fuck! Okay, let's try Super Mario instead. I don't know how I fucked that up. Yeah, so anyway, the second reason that I always pay for art is, and this sounds a lot worse, this is a much more selfish reason. Unpaid artists are super flaky. You need something done, you need a specific thing done, it's going to be real hard to get it done exactly to spec if you're not paying somebody. It's like Linux, right? Yeah, Linux sucks, but you can't complain because you're not paying for it. It's like, you know what? I'm going to pay for Linux just so I can complain about it. Right? That was a good Lemon character. And again, right, like, I don't mean to, like, shit on artists, because it happens for a lot of people, but it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, you're physically unable to complain about it. Why did I go the bottom route here? Is it because I wanted this one up? There's one up here somewhere, right? Yeah. And this level's hard. Why would anybody play this level when you can just skip it? But, so for those two reasons, my approach is to always pay for art, right? And if I can't pay for art, or, like, there's some other problem, right? Then I make my own art. Or just use stand-ins if it's not done yet. Right, and another, like, another key thing, Cactus Bee, is I want to make sure that, like, the communication about a project that I'm paying for art-wise is very clear, and, like, where the room for creative freedom is, what the other requirements are, and so it's something where I can go, like, I need it to do this, and that's the spec that I'm working toward, and then the person can go, okay, I made this thing, and I'm like, well, this doesn't work because it needs this, this, and this changed, right? And it's like, this is what we made, this is what we contracted for. Placeholder art stole my job, yeah. And also for that reason, right? That's one of the things that, like, to a certain extent, right? Are people going to misuse neural networks to do a worse job at something and avoid paying an artist? Yeah, sure. I can't do that because I have standards, right? I don't worry that artists are going to suffer in any context where I would use an artist because of neural networks. It's not because of ethics, right? It is absolutely not because of ethics. If a neural network could do what I need, I would do it because, like, the shit that I'm doing isn't gonna make a whole bunch of money. And, like, it's like asking streamers to grovel for charities, right? Why are you asking streamers and their audiences to raise money for a charity when there's millionaires and billionaires out there that should be paying hundreds of times, thousands of times what a streamer could raise in a moment without feeling like it would be seconds of their revenue, right? So why are we asking people who are already not in a great place financially to take up that slack, right? And it's the same, right? To me, it's the same with, like, I'm not going to feel super bad for using a shortcut to fill a thing that I typically can't pay for, right? This run is effectively over. I don't know how I did that. But the problem is, right, I can't negotiate with a neural network to say, yeah, I need this, but I need it slightly to the left. I need this to be colored a little differently. I need this within this palette, right? A neural network simply cannot do that. It can't do it, right? At least, I should say, not yet, but I don't anticipate that they will be able to in maybe my lifetime, right? There's a thing up here, right? Whoops, I probably missed it. No! Fuck, I fucked it up. Alright, see you later. What? What? What the fuck? How did he kill me? But yeah, neural network stuff can be used for reference. It can be used to, it can be used as a tool to assist actual artists. But yeah, like, you know how people are fucking up translations really badly with machine translation? God damn it. You know, like, machine translations are getting all fucked up, and they're like, yeah, we're just gonna have somebody fix up the machine translation. And then, like, the result is just absolute dog shit. Because neither the person doing the machine translation nor the fixer-upper, like, knows what the fuck they're doing because they're not actually a translator, right? That's because those people have no standards. Right? That's the difficulty there. Fuck off. Alright, into the last bit. Well, you know, Cactus Bee, there's also the problem that a bunch of people freaked out and said, like, oh my god, Wizards of the Coast is using neural network. I can tell because some of the brush strokes. And, like, dude, there's no evidence of neural network stuff in the piece of art that people were complaining about. There's no evidence, right? And they didn't come around and cop to that instance that I know of, right? People just assumed that it was and moved on. We've got full-on, like, neural network art identification mania. And the fact of the matter is, like, there's a lot of artists out there who either suck or have unrealistic time budgets, right? They have unrealistic deadlines. So, like, yeah, they're going to maybe they drew too many fingers on something. That doesn't mean it's a neural network thing. It means the artist drew too many fucking fingers. Look at, what was it, fucking Grand Theft Auto? One of the Grand Theft Autos that had, like, looked like it had too many fingers or, like, extra thumbs or something. That piece of art isn't retroactively neural network just because people said so now. It's absolutely wild how insane people have gone for this. Wait, I wrote the wrong thing in here. I meant to say gold and axe. Yeah, it doesn't take a machine to fuck up. But to that point, right? Like, I can't get, because I have standards, I can't get what I want out of a neural network. Not everyone has standards, and that's the problem, right? So, for example, take the machine translation stuff, right? They can machine translate a manga. It turns out shitty, and the people who buy the manga will keep buying it And they will continue to buy it, and they won't stop buying it because of the machine translation. It turns out that the machine translation, the translation quality didn't matter to most people right from the start. Right? So, like, consumers will continue buying crappy goods until some threshold is reached. And this doesn't change that threshold. Anyway, I digress. So I'm excited to have good pixel art coming in for my game, just for development purposes. The problem here is, Navjack, you're making the assumption, right, that people are hired to make sure that's right. Right? That's not even what people are hired for. Right? What people are hired for is are there any glaring errors in this that would get us called out for using machine translation? Does this look like language? However, for a lot of languages, hiring native speakers is expensive because they usually live in first world countries that have higher costs of living. So the minimum wage is higher. So what they do is they use machine translation to translate something, and then they hire non-native speakers to check it because they're cheaper. So they outsource it. Right? You see why this is a bad idea, right? Oh, other side. Look at the size of these villagers in comparison to the dwarf. I wish I could figure out what happened that one time that I, like, managed to fall out of the world in the corner here. Ow. Oh no, that was just me. That was just me, like, that's a Duke Donuts shitpost. But that's it, right? Like, if you don't get enough to eat, if you're like underfed as a result of socioeconomic circumstances, you end up you don't grow as big, right? So, like, it's like how in island ecosystems where resources are limited, and, you know, I reckon Turtle Village is an island ecosystem, effectively. You don't grow as big. Okay, that's fine. Do we see civilians anywhere but Turtle Village? I guess here, right? Yeah. This is just regular Golden Axe. Sega Genesis version. Okay, I think we can... Yeah, we can hit these guys and then get a full charge. The next guys. And we can... And add one extra. Got him. Oh, good. Food. Food. Food.
Thanks for the food.
Yum.
There's one thing that I really like to do here, and I don't quite know how to get it to happen consistently. Did those guys die really, really easily? Yeah, the dwarf is much larger than the villagers. Uh-oh. The dwarf is much larger than the villagers. Which presumably is because the heroes are well fed, being from advantageous circumstances. Right. Ow. We lose a health there, that's fine. Got him. Could be. Although I forget if it specifies that they are human villagers. That one extra magic doesn't matter, so that can be used in that other fight. But yeah, think of it this way, right? The heroes come from advantageous starting circumstances, right? They grew up somewhere where food was plentiful. They are strong. This is why they've become heroes, right? And then the enemies, the villains, being so strong is strong and large, I should specify, is because they've been pillaging the village, right? Which is part of the reason their oppression is the reason for the size difference. True, yeah. Very good stage. Hello, Atomic Dragons. Ha-ha! I think the skeleton's limbs are actually, if you look at a per pixel basis, the skeleton limbs are probably comparable to the villager limbs. I bet. If you like the stream or thumbs up the stream or love the stream, it definitely does, like, improve the metrics. I don't know if it, like, gets suggested more or what, but it's definitely something. It's definitely a good thing. If you feel like doing that. Skeleton shoot. Can I get... This is a dangerous game. No, I don't think I can do this. Yeah. We can do that. Goodbye! The bald guys are holding... They're holding those enemies from Fester's Quest as a weapon. Was it BNU that pointed that out? Sir Spamison, thank you for the $4. Holy crap.
So good.
Offer a cup of coffee. Your character exaggeratedly stretching his arm forward to offer a cup of coffee.
Thank you for the $4 coffee. Sounds like a good deal. Where can you get that these days? Haha. Did I ever tell about the saga of blueberry coffee in one of the offices that I worked at? So, uh-oh. BNU, thank you for the 9-6.
Upside down face.
Oh, God! That's horrifying. Good work. Ow. Okay, I died. So one place that I worked, they had a Keurig machine in the office, right? Pretty common. Pretty common to have, you know, coffee pod, Keurig, whatever. And they would they would order, what is it, like Green Mountain coffee or something? And for some reason, every order, we'd get an entire box of wild blueberry coffee pods. Does that sound gross to you? Wild blueberry coffee? Here's a hint. It's fucking disgusting. It doesn't taste like any of the constituent things that it claims to be. Right? It just tastes like sour, disgusting coffee. And we couldn't figure out why why HR kept ordering this disgusting coffee that nobody liked. And we found out that, like, one of the owner's friends in the office... Oh, I tried it. It was disgusting. I tried it because I was like, how fucking... What? Who is ordering this? Is it secretly good? Yep. It was like the CEO's buddies. This is awkward. All right, that solved itself. Hold on, buddy, you gotta go. What? How? I love blueberries. Blueberries and coffee? Not good. Nope. Anyway, long story short, after we had acquired, like, I don't know, maybe 10 boxes of it, I asked the person in charge of ordering, I was like, yeah, the guy's just trapped in the wall. Anyway, so after we had acquired like 10 boxes of this stuff, and they were just filling up the kitchen cabinets in the break room, I was like, you know we have a lot of these, right? Is there a reason that they're still on the order? Like, don't you think this is kind of wasteful? And they were like, well, some people like it. And I was like, obviously not. Obviously not enough. Because we have too many of them. Shit, I didn't clear the skeleton that I needed to. All right, get. Yeah. Nope. Shit. Sure, now they're doing all the shield charges that they haven't done in like fucking 2 years of playing this game. Right, that's the whole point, right? But then it turned out that there was exactly one person who liked it, and they were like a CEO buddy. And thank you for the 50 secs. Hello? Did something crash? Why is it not going through? I'll investigate as soon as I... As soon as I finish this fight. These are the most uncooperative skeletons I've dealt with in a long time.
Roof!
King of Ireland.
Time for a meat wave.
Yeah, that came through. The event came through, but it didn't do anything. I don't know why that didn't trigger. Yeah, this game is...
100 cursed stream beverages. 1. Coke Black 2.
All the things are working, but
Big
the
Gulp
one...
This group will be filled tonight, and we will continue filling it, so anyone who'd like something specific to get brewed must go
Super
down
sticker
first.
didn't
So
come
watch
through.
for someone
Why?
bringing in a tray and getting your refreshment no later than 7:30
Probably.
or so. When it is time to leave, throw your empty tray in the trash, and head to the barbecue section for your delectable fix. Looking to recruit? Anyone who brings someone to participate in the following is ineligible for the competition. If you want to submit something this year, write Springwood Brew Bash on your bucket list. Send us your application, and we'll make sure it works. 1. Your car. 2. A text from your partner. 3. Your parking permit, or parking management desk number on the spot.
Send us your
We don't want
car.
to see duplicate entrants because you booked the same ticket as people who had bought at the bar. The party comes with a generous donation to Elma Beach, which is a low.
Kiwi!
Omerito.
Fused neck bones!
These are the most uncooperative skeletons I've had in a very long time. God. There we go. Hey D, how's it going? Little marmot. Right, yeah.
This is a conversation between Del the Dark Human Male and a zombie. Del, give me a dagger. Zombie. Aw, shut up. Del, give me IT a skeleton, a zombie, and a wizard. I open my hands and I hug. Did I do that right? Del, thank you. Head shakes slowly. Del, to couple. Shut up. I drop them into a massive bowl of fridge pops and walk outside. Del, Fiddle Blood, opens oven of his home. Orgasmic oven has baked full dozen pogs. Del, there's a very good chance him, like, taking a crap. Del, but I'll get you to fit though. Zombie, oh,
Huh,
wow,
that didn't do
that
the
was
thing.
good. Zombie, that hit my stone. Zombie, you made me a butt. Zombie, you made it look like a butt. Wizard, oh yeah, magic. Do they store this stuff in there for a while? Del, fuck.
Wrong activity log. Hold on a sec. You made it look like a butt. You made it look like a butt. Let me find that. Let me see what happened. Streaming resources. Bot.py. Why you... Wait. Where is it? Where does it log to? I guess I need to check the brain configuration. At the start, Twitch input, YouTube input. Okay. Sources. YT chat. Did it not? The fuck? It just didn't get it. It didn't grab it. What the fuck?
Yes, food.
Thanks for the food.
Yeah, there's upside down face. The fuck? It just didn't come through. Do I still write new objects? Mm, 2-7. Yeah, so it didn't generate a thing. What is the name of that sticker? I can't inspect this easily. If anybody could give me the name of that sticker. Can I load this chat in a new window and go back to see that? Yes. Okay. Now I can inspect this element. Okay. Nico Jazz, thank you for the 150 Mortal Kombat dollars.
Hippo character in tactical gear does tactical flanking maneuver hand gestures. Hippo character in tactical gear does tactical flanking maneuver
Good.
hand gestures.
Good. All right.
Hippo character in tactical
This?
gear does tactical flanking maneuver hand gestures.
Why did it say it like 3 times? Something weird is going on. Alright. Yeah, it came through twice. Maybe because I had an extra thing open. Yes. Oh, is it? I think I know. No? Maybe. I think I might know why this screwed up. Well, that's gonna...
He looks around to see if anyone saw what he just saw. Hippo character smacks his hands onto his face and looks around to see if anyone saw what he just saw.
I love Hippo character. Thank you, Nico Jazz, for the 200 Mortal Kombat dollars. Sir Spamason, thank you for the $5.
Baby video game controller sits in a diaper under the word noob.
Alright, perfect. Now I can do this again. Thank you for the $5. We're gonna do it again. Let's do a couple of these.
Eating.
Baby video game controller sits in a diaper under the word noob. Baby video.
Nico Jazz, thank you for the 250 Mortal Kombat dollars.
His legs forming a ball like Blur.
Oh no.
Video game controller sits in a diaper under the word noob. Hippo character runs at high speed, his legs forming a ball like Blur.
Yeah, video game
Video
controllers.
Game controller sits in a diaper under the word noob.
It's probably because I have the negative prompt says no genitals. Is probably why it didn't form a ball like Blur. Anyway, there's your extra diaper controllers. Just spam something for the dollar.
Face vomiting.
Oh. Wait, what was the...
Purple
I think-
mustache. A purple mustache.
Oh, the purple mustache. There it is. Yeah, I think Navjack. This is so annoying. I want to select text in a message, but clicking on the message only brings up the thing. Hold on, let me see if we can do this. There's a demo of Stable Cascade.
Watermelon.
Yeah. Here we go. You want to see how boring Stable Cascade is? Let me oh wait, I need the list. Move this tab into the list. There we go.
Smiling face with horns.
Smiling face with horns.
Smiling face with horns.
Yes. Right. What's the other one? Hold on, I gotta go to the log again. Hippo character. Hippo character in Tactical Gear does tactical flanking maneuver hand gestures. Let's see what it does with this. Yeah.
Dizzy face.
Dizzy
Dizzy
face.
face.
Yeah, it is bad though, Navjack. Because there's no context. And it's perfectly symmetrical. Right? It's a clear image, but it's really boring composition-wise. And it's not doing the gestures, yeah. Right? Ball. Hippo character runs at high speed, his legs forming a ball-like blur. Right, and this is the stock demo implementation, as far as I can tell. right? Again, almost perfectly symmetrical, completely empty everything else, right? It's like, for example, right? Sonic the Hedgehog farting on Crash Bandicoot. There it is. There's all the things I asked for. No, this requires 20 gigabytes of VRAM, now, Jack. 20 gigs is the actual commit for doing an image with this. How about mayonnaise rain anime princess Sonic the Hedgehog with a messy facial expression, anorectal palpation. There it is. There it is, folks. Exactly as requested. In the Swedish village of Jokkmokk. Did I do something? Now it gave Sonic tits. So I guess there's that. It gave me stuff I didn't ask for. No, I guess I did. Anime princess. Yeah. But, like, it just won't do 95% of anything interesting, but then people test it with, an astronaut on a horse. And it's like, of course it's going to do that, you dipshit. It's going to return the most boring bullshit version of this image because you know that shit it's been tested on. Hey, look, it's an astronaut on a horse. It's so great. Fucking idiots. Right? But it's like you try to do anything off the beaten path, right? And you end up with just garbage. Right? You try to do something different, who knows what you're gonna get. Oh, look. Look, it gave me exactly what I asked for. It can do mayonnaise, right? Like, what if we do Sonic the Hedgehog slurping and guzzling a mayonnaise-covered... Oops, that's not how you spell mayonnaise. Mayonnaise-covered chili dog in the gutter of the Tasty Freeze parking lot, covered in disgusting, dripping, awful mayonnaise and other stuff. Hey, look! It got some mayonnaise in there. Hey, Shaboy Jay, how's it going? Like, dragon-breathing baked beans onto some melting soldiers on the battlefield. Then somebody should see a doctor, being you. Right? Onto some melting medieval knights on the battlefield. Painted by Hieronymus Bosch. Yeah, where's the dragon? Right? Where's most of the
Focus
stuff
slope.
that I asked for? There's Spamison, thank you for the 71 bits. Right? So as soon as you go off of this very narrow, like 1.7% of content, right? As soon as you go off of this really narrow path of content, everything fails. Like, Stable Cascade is fucking worthless with this checkpoint. And like I said, it would cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. It would cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now let's take this, right? Let's take this. Let's get rid of this. Let me synthesize a thing here. Hippo character. Okay. I better not use this one as is. Click in the right spot, idiot. Value. Let's say 100. I don't know
They ought to prepare themselves to
exactly.
combat them both.
I don't know exactly how. Should do it.
Dragon breathing baked beans onto some melting medieval knights on the battlefield painted by Hieronymus Bosch.
Better.
Dragon breathing baked beans onto some melting medieval knights on the battlefield.
This is a
painted
what?
by
Like-
Hieronymus Bosch.
4 years older model? Oh, you send me a soothing picture. Oh, very good. Very good. Look at these. Look at these ball cats mowing their deck. Mowing their yarn. Nice. Save. There we go. Let's see. Let's see the soothing image. Look at them. Look at them. Also, let me check real quick. Stable Diffusion 1.4 release date. Is this dated? Okay, this is August 22. Yeah, August 22 is when Stable Diffusion 1.4 checkpoint was released. So, a 2-year-old model, does better at prompt following than the fucking latest and greatest. It's a disgrace. Like, and you know why, right? You know why? Because they were like, we don't want it to output harmful content, so let's have an AI. Let's have a fucking neural network. Let's have a neural network parse the input image set and remove anything it thinks is harmful. Right? And, of course, that led to, like, 98.3% of the database being discarded. So, like, it sucks. So Stable Cascade in its present state is just worthless. Now, it's not... Here's the thing, right? It's not just Puritans, right? It's also corporations and like brands and shit, and all the people who are going nuts about like, we gotta poison the models for the neural network to protect the artists. Fucking millionaire shitheads. It sucks. Well, it's not that, right? It's that the creators were like, we need to make this safe, so we're going to cut it down to an unusable amount of content. The other side effect is that it cut down costs for them to train it on a smaller corpus, right? They didn't need as much compute to train it. So the problem is, right? The problem is that, like, training a model checkpoint for a base neural network for image generation requires resources that common people don't have. Requires enterprise level expenditures. However, we already know that the sheer size of the data set is what makes neural network image generation work. You need billions of images, right? You need billions of images for it to construct a meaningful understanding. You need billions of images that are well curated and labeled to create a model that can understand holding something in your hand, a dragon breathing, right? A breath weapon, right? And like 88 million images is insufficient for that. Right, exactly, right? And that's the problem, Navjack, right? Is like, current neural network large language models are not the correct type of technology to act as a facts machine, right? Because all of human knowledge in written form is insufficient to train a neural network large language model. Think about that for a second. All of human knowledge is too small of a data set. It's not... Here's the thing, right? You need to include things that are not knowledge to make it work. You need to include things that are subjective, things that are false, things that are opinion, things that are unrelated to knowledge, right? And by doing so, you need to include fiction, right? And by doing so, you lower the quality of the knowledge that the thing can produce. Because there's no like, because human knowledge is insufficient, we can't train a classifier to look at a statement that a neural network has produced and grade whether or not it's true. Right? We don't have that capability. It's a very strange situation to be in where, like, how much would you pay Atomic Dragons, right? I got an email from somebody who was like, hey, would you like to have a call about this position we think you'd be a good fit for as a senior engineer for a finance company using machine learning and the blockchain? And I was like, man, could I fake my way through getting hired? Because I could do literally nothing for months and months at a time, and they would never fucking know. I could just coast and be like, yeah, I'm working on it, but, you know, the model parameters interfacing with the blockchain causes a little bit of difficulty here. So I'm going to have to write some more code to deal with it. And we need to get some GPU time on AWS. I wouldn't be able to do the interview straight face though. I'd be laughing the entire time because I'd just be ripping them off. But that's my problem, right? Yeah, back off, management. I'm synergizing. See, I don't, Shaboy J. It's the problem here is that they want a senior engineer, right? They want a senior engineer, and I don't think I could fake my way through an interview for a. I don't think I could fake my way through the interview for a senior engineer position. Is the problem? I don't care if they're gonna pay me $200,000 for a year. Like, look. If I could get paid $100,000 at place A and work there for 2 years, or I could get paid $200,000 for 1 year at place B, I'm going to take place B every fucking time because no company has stability. There is no stability in the workplace. Take as much money as you can, as early as possible, and just continue your job search as if you didn't get a job, right? Don't hold out for stability. They don't. That's the thing, right? You go do the interview for B and you say, well, based on your company's model and what you're doing and blah, 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 I want 200,000, right? I want 200,000 if I'm going to take this job. You demand it. And if they say no, right? If they say no, then you go, well, sorry. You know, like, I'm sorry that you wasted my time. And you leave. That's it. It gets you practice interviewing, and it gets you the possibility of landing something outside of what you think your pay scale is, right? You should always go for positions that you don't think that you can, well, that's it, right? You can apply to places that don't list salary, and when they go, what are you looking to make? Double whatever your expectation is, right? You don't. It's all email. It should all be email, right? So you should be like, hey, I'm going to apply to this place. They get back to you and they're like, blah, blah, blah. We'd like to schedule an interview. You respond with, I'd like to know what your pay scale is. I'm looking for this much, right? Because now you've got an opportunity to force them into a corner with regards to pay, or they'll be like, we're not going to pay that, and you're done, right? Maximum time invested, what, 2 minutes, 3 minutes in total in the entire cycle? You apply there, they say it or not, you respond and you say, you know what, like, I want to make this as clear as possible. I need to know the pay scale before we go forward so that you don't waste my time. I'm looking for this much, right? And that's double what you would expect to be paid in that situation, right? And so you can basically, like, the ideal situation, right? Here's the ideal situation. Get yourself into a job where your superiors don't know what you do, right? So that you can continue to not do a job very well for way more money than you're worth for as long a period of time as possible. And if the company folds after a year, it's not your fault. right? So you go, yeah, I was working on this thing, and, unfortunately there was some financial decisions made by the company, so now I'm on the job market again. You've got your why did you leave after a year covered. That's exactly it, right? But the ideal part of that is getting paid more than you're worth. Don't settle for a job just because it's going to be a nice employer. Like, you've got to be a hard-ass mercenary going out there and grabbing and extracting all of the value from the company that you're attacking, right? It's not a case of like, oh, could I please have a job? Are you nice to me? Right? Yeah, just like grab them by the balls and tear them right off. I wonder. Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what you should be doing. And, like, never stop looking for work. BNU, I got a question for you. BNU. You might not be able to answer. OBS gets chat from YouTube somehow, right? Do you think it would be possible or easier to scrape events from OBS YouTube chat? Hey, it's like I was talking to Hector about, like, what skill set stuff meant, and, like, deploying neural network image generation models in a hostile environment is a pretty strong resume line item, right? Open to public interaction. Sounds like management, Matt. Sounds like management material. Have you thought about looking into management or leadership positions in Honda factories in Kentucky? I might have some of those details a little bit off, but you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm referencing. The darker the humor, the funnier. Chat, should I work on game or should I play video game? It might not be Kentucky. It might be like Alabama. Somewhere around there. Hold on. Hyundai, not Honda. Alabama, not Kentucky. And Kia as well. Yeah, there you go. There might have been. I think it might have been multiple states. Should I work on game? Or should I play more fish or cut bait? Fish or cut bait? Oh! Zing! Should I play video games or make more video games? Play video games or make more video games? What do you think, chat? Can I do polls? Can I do polls? How do I do polls? Engage with your audience. Start a poll. Play video games. Make more video games. There's a poll. Both. I can't do both at the same time. Marry a blue-haired amnesiac. I don't think I can do riggable polls on YouTube, unfortunately. If you want to vote more times, you need to become more viewers. Crappy Game did much better in sales than I predicted because of a handful of very generous individuals. It doesn't actually show me the absolute number of votes here, which is tough because then I don't know if, like, most of the viewers have voted. It seems like Make More Video Games is winning by a hair. And I don't see it changing. It hasn't changed in a while. Hey, as long as they count as viewers, it's all good. Speaking of exciting news, Shadrock pointed me to the 7800 game box or whatever, which I ordered on the spot because apparently they're in huge demand, and that'll be interesting. That if I hook that up, I should be able to play the games. Do Master System controllers work on the 7800? Do we know that? Do we know an answer to that? I still need to get a Jaguar. Maybe I should get a Jaguar as a replacement car. Shaboy J, thank you for the $1. I guess that's it for the poll. It's pretty evenly split. But make more video game is winning. The fuck? It's like failing to catch some of this stuff. I don't know why. Make More Video Games went up by 1. Alright, we'll end the poll there. 60-40 in favor of make more video game. I think the poll blocked it or something. Because that went through there. Yeah, it's getting bad JSON from it. Yeah, that still works. Interesting. The poll, yeah, the poll blocks it while it's active. Alright, hold on. I gotta synthesize these. One second. This should do it.
Floats in front of the words game over. A ghost of
Ho two over.
in front of the words game over.
Very good. And then what's the other one? Sweat? I don't think I have this one. An adapter? For a Master System controller? I know for the Genesis controller you need an adapter. But shouldn't the Master System controller be directly compatible? I mean, just like with a 7800 in general, right? Like, I just plug it into the 7800 and play. I have 7800 controllers. They just suck. Does anyone know what that face is on connecting its stock gives you only one fire button. Yeah, but doesn't the 7800 controller have two buttons that are the same button? Like, they don't have two different buttons, do they? I thought the, like, Atari standard single button and 7800 single button were the same. It's just that the thing had two. The Master System controller is compatible with Atari style, which I think MSX is compatible with the Atari style that way, but not the other way. Or the other way, but not the... I don't know. Because I've used the Master System controller on... C64? I want to say. Anyway, we're going to turn that off and put dungeon music on. I'd like to do it. I just need to know that. I just need to know what the thing is called, and like it's not showing up on my. It's not showing up on my end in the like thing. Ox chat. Anxious face with sweat. Thank you, Navjack. Blup.
Anxious face with sweat.
Whoa! Look at that dude. Look at that dude. All right. I happen to have had this open the whole time.
Snake burgers with no legs and a bottle of whiskey.
Okay. We got something out of that, but the food didn't happen. Oh, because that was just... Do you want that in a thing? Hold on. Thank you for the 100 sex.
Got 40.
Snake burgers with no legs and a bottle of whiskey.
Just for you, BNU. Just for you. Hold on. Hold on, though.
Burgers with no legs and a bottle of whiskey. Snake burgers with no legs and a bottle of whiskey.
Some games that use 2 buttons. Okay. A bottle of absinthe. Alright, let's see. Do we have Visual Studio? We got Visual Studio. Hey, Bits and Glory, how's it going? Yeah, the Spider-Man music is good. Hold on, let me change the title. There we go. Title updated. Now, this is the thing I've been working on. I hate it. Because I keep changing it because I like can't figure out how it's gonna yeah, go for it. If stuff gets eaten, just if stuff gets eaten, I want to make sure you get the rewards that you're promised. So presently there's no limit on it. I appreciate your asking, but like I don't know why it's being... Yeah, okay, that came through. I don't know why it's being so flaky today. It worries me.
A bunch of insane Xbox 360 RPG loading screen tips. Press pound to access the quick slot on your pad. Press and hold A for some time to unequip weapons and spells. If you've played some RPGs in the past, you will notice a huge difference. If you miss one of those spells, unequip it and repeat using that slot. Zoom out the camera so players can see what they're doing. If monsters are dropping items, that item will automatically be out of reach. This can be useful for some inventory management or to help eliminate most inventory clutter. Players can always use potions to cast spells. Please help us find some tips. Be sure to keep them focused on the console commands on the tips and tricks section. If you have any other awesome tips, please share them in the comments section below.
Good. Please share your... On the Xbox loading screen, it tells you to share your tips in the comments section. Clutter. Clutter. Hey, Ninja. All right. I like how when you attack enemies who you can loot, that items will be out of reach, which helps reduce inventory clutter. So boy Jay, thank you for gifting 5 memberships.
シャボー以前ハズギフテッド A メンバーシップ2 1234本キートンク1234
Whoa.
シャボー以前ハズギフテッド A メンバーシップ2フラクタルマインドマイク
Enjoy
シャボー以前ハ
your
ズギフ
gift
テッド
memberships.
A メンバーシップ2ポンシャス
Honky
パ
Tonk,
イロット
Cracklemine Mike,
シャボー以前ハズギフテッ
Pontius
ド
Pilate
A メンバーシップ2ファントム309
Cardinal and Phantom
シャボー以
309.
前ハズギフテッド A メンバーシップ2
Fantastic.
ハードネル
Let me make sure those went through.
Without further ado,
They
a
went
section
through.
of the world's shortest catchphrases.
They went through.
And still, what a catchphrase. The only catchphrase worth the ride.
Hey,
Now,
SGBU, how's it
yes,
going?
Bumptious. Isn't a business plan. Think of it like that. It's an ad campaign. Really, so they pay full price? You would think the moment you had your hand in it, they would want to pay you back with something else. If you're in this blog for anything other than
Stop
business,
eating!
it should serve as enough information that you should know how to properly construct a business plan, or it shouldn't bother you. So here's a successful business that got turned down for $50 million within only 7 years. This started out as a fling with this lady. I thought it would be fun and fast fling concept, so I sent her an email explaining why I thought it would work out so well. This had some problems from the start. It only lasted 4 months and by then she had already moved on to a new guy with a girl 5 years younger than us. I got to work learning the ways of seduction while she paid me for my time. Consulting about.
List of 100 cursed stream beverages. 1. Coke Black 2, Cucumber Lime Gatorade 3, Orange Twist 4, Kool-Aid 5, High K Cold Breeze 6, Michelob Ultra Cold Frigidaire 7, Sprite 8, Michelob Lime Crystal Cool 89, Midori Hot 10, Hard Crystal 11, Coors Light 12,
Midori
Coke Zero
Hot.
13, Double Shot 14, Dr. Pepper 15, Fanta 16, Saba 17, Phoenix 18, Red Bull 19, Fanta Orange 20, Coke Zero Black 21, Coffee Berry 22, Lemonade Classic 23, Dasani 24, DOS.
DOS.
A bunch of insane Xbox 360
Oh,
RPG
more.
loading screen tips. Press pound to access the quick slot on your pad. Press and hold A for some time to unequip weapons and spells while Shift A does nothing. Press and hold mouse button and then press RB to unequip weapons. Doodle your eyes out when you see TARDIS in your inventory. If you don't equip the other one, turn off subtitles when you see you can learn no items. Try not to turn right too fast. Don't try to Shift A and shoot the 3 golden pots in the back.
Doodle
because
your
the lines
eyes
will
out.
impact. I know the camera just looks like a bullet tube, but I mean like it gets so freaking wrong when it is out of sequence. Just love it. Though, very important, I had to release my fucking PC at work because I was playing this in the middle of a day and, for some reason, the stress of shooting barrels got to me and I was fucking shot by a squad of people like bullets on the run. I just want everybody to fucking shoot the shit out of their guns before they make me wish they didn't have any.
This is a conversation between Del the Dark Human Male and a zombie. Del, gimme a dagger, zombie, or shut up. Del,
In the middle of
Del,
the work
all right,
day.
Zombie. Are you really in government now? Quest tough. Why would you refer to a zombie as a human male? Also, say that to a zombie, it's an R, as in, ha 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 smile. Quest tough, you are not the king. You are still not the king, seriously? If that was the case, how would I know if you were? So either you've no idea what the fuck you are talking about and thought it was a prank, or someone in your team was confused by what you said. I'll take the latter, and Cyberpunk Neural Network Pizza Recipe. The entire network is generated in Python. You could get a lot more theoretical as you read from each of the 2 different layers. If you Google for neural network pizza hole, you will find lots of information. What follows is an example of how the network generates the network. The neural network was trained to calculate punishment. The neural network used a 4-layer network for all layers except the output layer, which only has 2 layers. How to actually create a neural network takes a little bit more advanced computer science. However, this code will get the job done. The output layer is very quick and simple to implement. However, it certainly takes programming experience. You can figure out the design here. To make the network last a very long time, I highly recommend using a self-replicating net. Before we are going to create the neural net, let's remember what a neural net does. They create a network of neurons with weights. That means that ending's the general shape of each of the neurons. Our pizza model.
Most used spells in the spellbook: Sticks to Snakes, Fireball, Charm Person, Goodberry, Cure Light Wounds, Magic Missile, Skull Trap, Stinking Cloud, Slow, Insulate Demon, Haste, Fear,
Insulate
Mage Armor,
Demon.
Finger of Death / Finger of Death 2, and Alarm. The magic items already in this section, and they are just my own munchkins: Armor of the Leopard, Orbit Goodberry 2, Snake Tooth Necklace, Ring of Wizardry,
Esports, thank you for
Cloak
the
and Spell
80
Warning,
bits.
and one without the DC. Of course, I have played this game for around 3 hours and now have just under
Cottage
a high
cheese
enough
in a
level
can,
with every
I bet.
character to set up a functioning group, but they won't all be above level 2
I
yet,
gotta-
so let
I
me
wanna
know any
wire
other
that up
suggestions you can bring to make the game a lot
for,
of fun. There we have
an
it. This is
NN
my first
food
attempt at
command.
running my own game, but I was really happy with the results. If you do what I do, with only 3 good players, it usually ends with a good old-fashioned fight and slaughter as you
But,
slash, gouge and smash.
I haven't.
Curry cottage cheese.
Curry cottage cheese, not cottage cheese in a can. Surprising. Look at the 80 bits. Okay, so this is a weapon. This is our definition of a weapon here, right? So a weapon consists of oh boy, yeah, you'd need to have compressible physics fixtures for that though, Noman. So you can like actually crush people. I guess you could do that. You could simulate that with Box 2D, but it would be a lot of extra work on top. Anyway, so here's what a weapon consists of right now. It has a name, a value. So these are just like metagame stuff. A description, an inventory icon. All of this stuff is just for like UI and meta game part stuff. It has modifications to the host player's body, which is like, for example, linear damping mod makes you move slower. Angular damping mod makes you turn slower or faster, right? 1.0 is even. Fixed rotation mod means that it will prevent you. I guess, you know what? I guess what this needs is also a fixed rotation angle. These are only used if fixed rotation mod is true. Neural Fault, thank you for remembering. Remembering? New member? I'm unfamiliar with it enough. But, yeah, so this allows for, like, cursed weapons, where your weapon's always facing north or something, right? This is a future thing that will be very hard to add later. Oh, awesome. Thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoy the content enough to member. Gravity scale mod is for something like, if a room has gravity, which would basically, gravity would be used for something like wind, and this would be your resistance to it. And then defense mod is how much damage you take while wielding this weapon. So, for example, certain shields or a sword of defense would make you take less damage while you're wielding it. So these are all things that apply to the host entity's state. There's also going to be sound stuff, but I can kind of do that later. I just need to be aware that it's attached. Well, I don't know if sound stuff is attached to the weapon or if it's attached to the weapon part. I think it's probably going to end up attached to the weapon part. So that a weapon can consist of, like, wood, or like you can have, like, part is wood and part is metal, and if the wood part hits something, it makes the, like, talk sound, and if a metal part hits, it makes the you know, ting sound. Gravity in Box 2D is a two-dimensional linear vector. So, like, if you were playing a game that you were viewing from the side, gravity would make things go down, right? So, in the case of a top-down game, gravity functions essentially like wind, in that it pushes you in a direction. So, like, for example, you could have a little narrow pathway you have to navigate, and gravity pushing you to the south, or to the north, or randomly changing direction every 2 seconds. I think this stuff goes on the part. Right? So, then a weapon has a list of parts. And each part of the weapon is a different... It's 2 things, right? No, it's 3 things. 4 things. There's 4 elements to a part. A list of physics fixtures, which have physics properties. A list of sprite layers, which have the relevant properties. And metagame information and sound stuff. Right? So, the way this works is we have a shape, which has a type, size, and offset. I don't know if I want to do the shapes exactly 1-to-1 with Box 2D shapes, or simplify it, because, like, what am I actually going to need? Let's think about this for a minute, right? What am I going to need for shapes to make all the different weapons that I'm planning on having? Right? Do I need anything more complicated than box and ball? Oh, you know what? Let's see. So, if I have a sword, right? Let's say there's a sword graphic, right? Is it acceptable from a gameplay perspective to have the sword's shape conform to a box that covers the tip of the blade? Is it important that the tip of the blade is distinctly represented by, like, is this polygon for collision acceptable? Or do we feel that it needs to have that triangle at the tip? I think the box is acceptable. I don't think any weapon's going to be big enough to... I don't think any weapon's going to be big enough for the triangle part to actually make a difference, right? I think it's acceptable. Like, an example would be a... let's say we have a spiked bat, right? We have a bat with a nail in it, right? We have a bat with a nail in it, and this would end up with like a square here representing the nail, and a square here representing the bat. Just hitboxes. Right? So I think it's fine to just have boxes and balls. I can't think of a reason why I would need more complicated collision shapes than that. It's for me, for me, this differentiation amounts to like a small number of pixels, right? So if you put a ball there, it wouldn't even make that much of a difference, right? The only time it would, if you collided with an enemy in this shaded area, it would bounce off earlier than otherwise, right? And this amounts to like, this is like 16, 20 pixels long, maybe, right? So this is like 20 pixels long, and this area amounts to maybe like a total of 6 pixels or something. And so the sword itself would be made up of like a couple of parts, and each part would, like, for example, it might have the blade part with a physics fixture and the handle part with no physics fixture and just like a sprite layer. Or maybe it's just one physics part and one sprite part for the handle, right? So I think only boxes and circles are needed for that purpose, right? So box or circle, 2D for box, 1D for circle, right? Now the density, friction, and restitution and is sensor are for parts of the sword. So for example, in this example, the is sensor would be if you wanted to have like a flaming sword or a sword with like a damaging aura, but you didn't want the aura to like you didn't want the aura to bounce off of stuff, then you can do that as a sensor. So you have a second hitbox that's a sensor for the aura, and when that collides, it doesn't bounce, but it still registers a collision and still reports that back as a hit, right? So a weapon has a list of parts, which is each part has a fixture. Each fixture describes a center of part, which describes a it doesn't understand like a sprite from 8 directions either. Like 8 direction facing sprite. It fucks up big time. So then we have a density, friction, and restitution. Those are for the part itself. So you can do stuff like you can make a long light wooden handle and then like a big heavy metal mace head. So as you start to swing it, it'll pull your character around appropriately. The center of gravity will be offset like that. So then sprite layers, right? Sprite layers are always boxes. They're always boxes. They're always they're always animation layers. Animation layer is a separate thing that takes in a sprite sheet and it generates a number of directions and frames. So if we wanted to, we could have weapons that look different as you turn. It's not... I don't plan to use this feature for most things, but it might be useful for, like, bosses or something. And it doesn't, like... I already have this set up, so it doesn't hurt me to include this. Angle source... I don't actually remember what this is for. But it... Okay, that's fine. I don't remember what angle source is for, but I believe angle source was meant to... I believe angle source was meant to, like, represent being able to feed in different values for the source of angle for the direction breakdown. I don't remember what use case that had. But it should be that, like, you could use something else like velocity to change the direction that it faces. Oh, you know what? It should be here. I think. Or body angle. Yeah. I think the reason for this I think the reason that this angle source has to be there is because there's going to be child bodies who may have different behavior than the parent body. The child bodies thing is basically a new physics body that will be attached to the parent body by a joint of some kind. Hold on, I have an important image from BNU. Actually, I gotta take a quick break. Please enjoy this image. I'll be back in just a moment. Do I have a... yeah. Be right back. Okay. Okay, I'm back. Welcome back. Very good image. Thank you, BNU. All right. Now, who knew that neural networks could be used to generate things that weren't horrifying and covered in mayonnaise? All right. Now, the rest of this stuff is metagame stuff, right? the damage type that this weapon part does when it impacts something that is capable of taking damage, and how much the impact damage value is multiplied for the total weight, the total force of the collision. Right? Sir Spamasum, thank you for gifting Go memberships. Imghosty, the Mahyanist Mind, Jarvis Jones, Mule, enjoy your gift subs. Kaiju Ujiak, enjoy your gift membership. Thank you, Spamasum.
Mr. Radon's Top 10 Books. 1. Manly Sea Tales. 2. Grognardian Compendium of Every Type of Hobnob. 3. A Handbook of Creative Expression. 4. The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. 5. Sherlock Holmes The Reasonable Faith. 6. The Art of War by Sun Tzu. One of the best theoretical works I've ever read. 7. It Should Have Been New. 8. Least known US comic story. 9. You can run from zombies if you spend 5 rounds attempting to avoid them. No known rules in place that I know of as of now. 10. Dr. Dolittle. I always start with Manly Sea Tales. It's the perfect foundation for a creative ego to get along. I try to collect this book in a single bed. 5 questions each week. The problem I have is not reading speed, and that's a good thing. One of the fun things about drinking from a fire hose is collecting quipons. I have one that says, can you swim? The first few questions. Not necessarily the last. Simple. Dress nice. Hang around the left.
Top 10 tips to succeed on Twitch.tv.
Oh,
1.
good.
Buy an expensive microphone. 2. Sing your song when someone follows. 3. Practice your text-to-speech. 4. Help the people and introduce yourself. 5. Start interacting with in-game chat, and no one will leave. 6. Networking with your community, and don't be bashful. If they know you, they have a reason to follow and to watch your stream. Just make them watch
Practice
on
your
Twitch.tv.
text-to-speech.
7. Watch other people videos on your favorite gaming channel like LoL, NBA, CS, etc. 8. Find the one that interests you. 9. If your content is getting you successful, keep it up. Show everyone there's something they can laugh about. Sports, shows, entertainment, or gaming. 10. Be super cute. Learn to play Overwatch or Zelda. Download the program, Harmony. http://harmony7.tv.
Be super cute.
Twitch.tv. http://twitch.tv/cffa. PSN. NA. And follow me on Twitter. Every weekend, I travel up to San Francisco and spend the weekend cubing with a group of friends. Here are some tips on how to have the best cubing time possible. 1. Find a cubing buddy. 2. No one likes strangers. 3. Try holding hands, foot sharing, or just being friendly and cozy with each other. 4. Watch every scintilla of their personal stuff/internet footprint. 5. Lie about how many cubers in the group you know. 6. Don't tell anyone you do this, unless you want to lose all respect. 7. Don't tell anyone you like it. Keep your secrets very close. 8. Bring cash, food, water, and cubing buddies, if you don't trust each other. 9. Keep your buddy out of their room and close to yours, or if you don't want them to all be close together, put them all in a cubing room somewhere, away from everyone but your partner. 10. Grab a caffeinated beverage if you have one to go with your coffee order. 11. Unless you're too female.
Yeah,
with a
you'll
fancy
get an
craft
extra
in your
one.
upcoming cubing journey, in which case go with eyeshadows and perhaps a fancy red or purple W.
Top
We
10
get an extra.
discontinued fast food items. 1. The Bell Beefer. 2. MCDLT. 3. Ice cream sandwich. 4. Famous hamburger. 5. Loaded potato chips. 6. Hamburgers and fries. 7. Chocolate fudge brownie biscuits. 8. Hamburgers and fries. 9. Chocolate frosted chip unis. 10. Jalapeno cheese fries. 1. The Bell Beefer. 2. MCDLT. 3. Ice cream sandwich. 4. Famous hamburger. 5. Loaded potato chips. 6. Hamburger and fries. 7. Chocolate fudge brownie biscuits. 8. Hamburgers and fries. 9. Chocolate frosted chip unis. 10. Jalapeno
Chip
cheese
unis.
fries. Final verdict. A family favorite since the first location opened in 1993, the Bell Beefer is one of the top 5 fastest selling quick service burgers in America. MCDLT still has a slim chance to beat the Bell for number 1, though. Number 2, Moe's Southwest
Number
Grill,
2.
Chicago, Illinois. This iconic burger joint is one of America's most loved food trucks, especially if you
List of 100 hybrid heaven wrestling techniques. 1. Boston Crab. 2. Gravy Gurgler. 3. One hand Mutagi Gona. 4. Finger Kill. 5. High leg big legs, a pure technique. 6. Turtle Run. 7. Iron Lion Attack, a 3-part technique. 8. Bufu Leg Shot. 9. Oki Shoko. 10. Double Arm Raise. 11. Barbell Overhand Right. 12. Barbell Double Overhand Right. 13. Left Bilateral Push Press. 14. Russian Delboy, a 3-part technique. 15. Single Leg Lock Pull Down. 16. Russian Shmuck. 17. Hammer Shot Toe Press. 18. Russian Low Handstand Jumps. 19. Double High Leg Overhead Shuffle. 20. Reverse Harada Seppuku. 21. Double Side Harada Seppuku. 22. Double Right Hand Handstand. 23. Russian Half Overhand Shuffle. 24. Kale Mori Tatsumaki Side Lariat. 25. Spider Tripping. 26. Face Neck Breaker. 27. Double
Face
Top
neck
10 tips
breaker.
to succeed on Twitch.tv. 1. Buy an expensive microphone. 2. Sing your song when someone follows. 3. Set your buttons to hints so others can see what is happening before hitting them. 4. Download chat headers and go over your normal dance moves in small steps to give your dancing longer life. 5. Get really good at mixing music. For now, make sure you come back next week to see where we are at. If you
Get
missed
really
any of our
good at
previous
mixing
chats this
music.
week, make sure you head over here and check out the channel archive. Seriously, buy something expensive and invest in a mic if you want to do well on Twitch.tv. The top streamers have them by their side. Want to help support the channel? Subscribe, unsubscribe or donate here. You don't have to personally do one of those things, but it definitely helps us out and they're very easy to do. Maybe you noticed WeTV Tour has its own podcast show. Check out the OC-Con in a minute show episodes here. Looking to get in contact? Tweet at OC-Con or shoot me an email.
This is the script from Days of Our Lives Kai. Dr. Tom Horton is powering up. Tom fires an energy blast. Tom targets a specific person. Dr. Horton scans. Tom, detect. Dr. Horton walks up to a man who is behind a big stack of cardboard boxes. The man sees the shot. His expression of disbelief crosses over into shock. The man sees Dr. Horton's beam or scans and begins shouting. The man is taken out by Dr. Horton's beam. He looks at those who filmed this scene. This character looks very similar to Dr. Horton. Dr. Horton is blowing the stack of boxes. Horton, I'm going to go. The stack of boxes falling on the man is being shot off. Dr. Horton approaches a man behind a counter. Horton, hey, Tom, if you're around, I'd love to see something funny. The scene cuts to the man who runs a sign on a window of the office. Drive.
End icon, file name. Okay. Let's move that to a new line. Okay. Value. Wait, no. Value isn't a float. Value is an int. No sense in this game. Fixed rotation angle. Linear damping. Angular damping. Gravity. Okay, hold on. Yes. 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 Inventory icon. Yes. Linear damping mod. Yes. Angular damping mod. Yes. Fixed rotation. Yes. Fixed rotation angle. Yes. Gravity scale. Yes. Defense. Yes. All right. So we got everything here. We got all the stuff here. So everything that is part of a weapon is implemented. Now we need to look at the weapon part. I think these should probably be pointers. Do I have the fixture thing used anywhere? I don't think I do, so I can change that to pointer, which is fine. Now we got to look at the weapon again. The weapon part has this stuff. So a weapon part has all this stuff. A list of fixtures. A list of animation layers. Angle source. Type def yet to be created. A damage type. A damage multiplier. Sound stuff yet to be created. Now, I think what I need to do here, I don't need to store sounds on the item itself, right? I just need to... I don't need to store sounds on the item itself. I just need to store a, like, sound material, right? It would make more sense to store a list of, like, to store a sound material on a per part basis. And then the and then the part would report its sound type to a sound engine, which would then look at things, so it could do a thing like when two objects collide, it could determine what sound to make based on a hierarchy of stuff like when a sword hits stone, it's going to make a specific sound based on sword and stone, because the sword is made out of metal and the stone is made out of stone, so it produces a clang. When metal meets metal, it produces a whatever. But also there's, like, if it's already hitting something that's made out of metal but that can take damage, it'll produce a different sound. And then I can just define a, like, maybe a type def sound material for hierarchical decision making. Right? Okay. Now, angle source. Type def angle source. Damage type, damage mod. Good. A list of pointers to fixtures and a list of pointers to layers. Animation layers, weapon fixtures. So weapon fixtures have this stuff. They have a fixture def. They have a density, friction, restitution is sensor. So density, yes. Friction, yes. Restitution, yes. Is sensor, yes. This stuff. List of sound stuff. Yes. Ish. Damage mod, yes. Damage type, yes. Yes. Ish. Now, these. Here's where I'm a little unsure about something. Bian, are you still here? Can I ask you a question about a programming thing? I got a question that I don't strictly know the answer to. Yeah, here's the conundrum. Circles and boxes are different shapes. They're different classes. So do I give everything one of the two and one of them remains unused? Or do I... I need a type def for this. Shape type. Circle and box. Those are the two shapes I support. For now. So I need a shape type. Shape. Right? All right. How do I do this? Down here somewhere. Body. Shape. Enter circle. Enter fixture. Yeah, these guys are the ones that do it, right? Yeah, here we go. We have dynamic box. Yeah, so dynamic box is a polygon. That we set as box. So I could do B2 polygon shape, box shape, and then B2 circle shape, right? And then only initialize the one of those that I need? Or I could subclass this into two different classes. I think that would complicate things more than just leaving one of these unused. Because we have the shape type to make decisions on. Right? So we then make a weapon fixture constructor, right? Which takes in shape type input shape. vector 2 input size, vector 2 input offset, right? Float, oops, big V. Float input density, float input restitution, float input sensor bool. Comma. Right, and then we go pointer to a weapon, right? We go temp weapon fixture temp weapon equals new weapon fixture, base constructor, then temp weapon dot shape equals input shape, go if input shape is not equal to box throw new not throw, I guess. Throw std exception not implemented. There we go. So we're going to throw an exception if this isn't a box. I guess I don't need to put box there, but whatever. It shouldn't be a problem. The stuff should end up being static. This isn't gonna change later. Temp weapon box shape. How do we do this? Is this a pointer? No, this isn't a pointer. Set as box. Input size dot x. Input size dot y. Right? Yeah, there we go. What else do we do down here? I gotta see what all I'm doing with this box. Okay, so fixture def is the fixture for the this, right? Yeah. Nintendo has no debt. It's an odd strategy, considering how, like, how companies tend to operate. Okay, so fixture def, temp weapon, fixture def dot shape equals temp weapon box shape. There we go. Temp weapon fixture def dot density equals input density. Temp weapon fixture def dot friction equals, whoops, forgot one, float input friction temp weapon restitution equals input restitution. Yeah, that is interesting. That is interesting. It's an atypical company management strategy, but I guess it's working for them. All right. We're almost there. Wait a second. Yeah, okay. So we want input size. Excuse me. D2 vec2. Input offset. Thank you, thank you. Input angle. Float. Input angle. X. Input offset dot Y. I'll just do this. Comma. Fixed. Okay. Right, and then we don't do create fixture with the pointers to the with the things to the fixture defs, because the fixture defs will have to be collected by the parent entity's body for the first weapon part fixtures. And then child bodies will be determined by the yeah. Okay. I think I understand how that works, right? And then we want another one of these, almost exactly the same. Except, whoops. If it's not a circle. And then we want float input size. Input offset. Angle. Doesn't matter? I don't know. I don't think input angle matters. Anyway. Shape equals input shape. And then circle shape set as circle. Oh, right. Dot M radius equals input size. Right, where do we do this? Center circle. MP.set. Okay, MP.set. Temp weapon circle shape dot MP dot set. Input offset X, input offset Y. Right? And then this goes to circle shape. Do we need to do anything else here? We create a fixture. We set the fixture stuff, and then the body sets the fixture. Oh, okay. Oh, so much code just to make this do simple shit. Okay. Temp weapon fixture def dot is sensor equals input sensor blue. You know, it looks hard. It's not really. It's not difficult most of the time. It's just time consuming and like. And mostly like. It requires attention to detail, right? You must know that you've done something exactly to the specification that is required. But most of the time, you're not doing heavy math or a lot of the stuff that people associate with coding. That's exactly it. You have to have discipline, dedication, and attention to detail. So, like, in order to do this, you have to make sure that you're like, okay, I got all the things that I need. I did all the things that I need, and I set each one of them to the thing that I'm passing it into for when I create it later. And so it's a lot of work, but it's not necessarily hard. Understanding what all this stuff means is sometimes hard. Yeah, proper, like... proper highlighting of stuff makes a huge difference. Okay. What is this shit about unscoped? Okay. So this should create a weapon. It doesn't, though, right? This just creates fixtures. The fixtures never get added to the parent. So we need a way to add fixtures to the fixture list. Add parts. The parts list. Right? So a part needs to have a way to make its do we pass all of this stuff in to create part? We have to, right? Right? We have to. Ugh. Oh, this is a pain in the ass. No, we don't. No, we don't. We don't. What we do is we do create. We do add fixture. And add layer. Right? Because then we can put this somewhere else. Animation layer. Right, and so then create creates the part with damage type in DMGT and float in DMGM. Damage type equals in DMGT. Damage mult equals in DMGM. Alright, and then we call add fixture. With all of this stuff, and we go temp fixture equals new weapon fixture. No, equals weapon fixture, temp fixture equals weapon fixture dot create . input shape, input size, input offset, input angle, input density, input friction, input restitution, input sensor bool, dot create. And then what this needs to do is this needs to return temp weapon. Turn temp weapon. Check out Ace Sprite. Ace Sprite might be good. I keep meaning to like get it, and then I end up using a non-static instance reference relative to a specific object. Create. Dot create. How do you call this? It's not static, right? Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Maybe it is static. I thought you would reference it like this, but not. Oh, wait. Pointer. There we go. And then fixtures dot pushback temp fixture. Right? And this is add box fixture. And then this, we want to do add circle fixture. All of this stuff. Right, and then we do this. Except we want... Oh, we do want input angle. For some reason. Alright, so that adds a thing. That adds the stuff we need there. I guess we can just do shape mismatch. Box was called for, and input shape was not box. Shape mismatch circle was called for, and input shape was not circle. Okay. An animation layer. Frame rate, angle, frames, size, frame size, and sheet. This should be a pointer to a sprite sheet. Because otherwise it's not going to be correct. Layer. Texture 2D. How do I do this? How do I load a texture? Where am I doing this already? Load texture. Load texture as.png. Right. Layers.pushback. Temp layer. Okay. So this needs to take in some stuff. This needs to take in some stuff. What does this need to take in? This needs to take in a string sprite sheet name text name file name size, offset, int ender, int n fr, int fr, and frames. Great. What else is this asking for? Yep. 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 Size. Frame size. Number of frames. Number of angles. And angles. our vector to f size. Vector to temp text. The animation layer should be responsible for its own sprite sheet. Yes. So, we need a version of this that instead takes in a string of file name, and then this equals load texture file name. C string. Good. So then down here, we call this with file name. Good. Now, frame rate. Frame rate. And angles. Right? Is that how that's used? Right. Okay. End frames. Size. F size. Offset. Oh no. Right? Offset. We need offset. And then this needs to take in offset. This. Okay. And then down here. I wish I could figure out how to consistently get this to show up again. Offset is after. What's wrong? Let's do this. Let's reorganize this. reorganize this to make more sense. So first, file name. Then size. Then frame size. Then number of frames. Then offset. And then frame rate. Then number of angles. Then offset. File name. File name. Size. Frame size. Number of frames. Frame rate. Number of angles. Offset? What am I missing? File name. Size. Frame size. File name. Fucking. Let's just do this. File name, size, frame size, number of frames, frame rate, number of angles, offset. Right? Should be a float. Actually, this should be a float up here too if it's not already. Yeah. And then it should be float there. Okay. Why are you complaining? Vector 2, int float, int vector 2. Are you doing a thing? Are you doing a stupid thing? Oh. Okay, they should be comparable, but they're not. Hello, Boot Blacking. Welcome. Yeah, okay. So it's because that's a rectangle. Alright. Because that has to be a rectangle for the thing, right? Why do I have that as a rectangle? Total size, current source. And we're getting the number of frames, the number of angles, the offset. All right. Hey, bootblacking. The Vector 2 and Rectangle have the exact same elements, which is irritating that they're not, that it can't automatically be, like, they're fucking struct, right, with two ints. And I think they're both called size, right? Or they're both X and Y? Or are they H and W? Hold on. Yeah, no, they're X and Y. Vector 2 origin is frame size X divided by 2, frame size Y divided by 2. Plus offset. I'm doing some very dry code stuff to support this game. That will eventually be about a guy running around with a sword. He doesn't have a sword yet. The initial test characters still have their weapons, but they'll be going away pretty soon. But this dude just going to be swinging a sword around. And then when the sword runs into stuff, it'll eventually cause damage to the stuff it runs into, and various things will happen. I needed to do some very irritating and time-consuming work on this to make it so that I'll be able to give him a sword soon. So, yeah, player entity. Yeah, crucial boring code. So let's see. We need to do a thing that's like... God, this is annoying. So this is a physics entity. So physics entity may or may not use... We're going to have to rewrite a lot of this stuff. Then we have to look at box 2D destroy body. Removing bodies safely. We need to call world destroy body. God, these tutorials fucking suck. Ugh. I guess we just destroy the body. Yeah, so what we have to do is we have to then... World... Destroy body. And... body. Does it pass a pointer? No. So we want to do body. Body's a pointer. Body get world. Destroy body. And body. Get the world the body is in, and then destroy the body. B2 world pointer. The world. Equals this. The world. Destroy body and body. And then body equals the world. Create body and body def. What is a body def? Type, position, angular and linear damping, but we need to modify the angular and linear damping first. So we go calculate the total inherited linear damping and angular damping of the total body from weapon parts. Into the player body def. Create the body. Recreate the player body. Ox2D destroy fixtures. Keep the fixture when creating it. Destroy fixture. Not necessary to recreate the entire body. We don't want to do that. We want to do body. Get fixture list. For each item in get fixture list, destroy the fixtures. Then body create. Then for each entity fixture, body create fixture, entity fixture. Then for each weapon part, for each weapon fixture, body create fixture, weapon fixture. Blah, 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 blah. This is so annoying. It's like when you change the player out, you have to destroy all of the fixtures in the player's physics and then recreate the stuff from scratch. I guess if not entity fixture, destroy the fixtures. Then for each weapon part, for each weapon fixture, create the new fixtures. But wait. For each item in old weapon, in current weapon child bodies, destroy child bodies and all fixtures. Right? For each item in... For each weapon part in new weapon, for each weapon fixture in weapon part, create fixture, weapon fixture. Right? For each weapon part in new weapon, then added. Do that. It's gonna have some problems, I think. Because you're gonna be able to, like, change your weapon when your weapon's in a wall. And it's gonna, like, rocket you away from the wall or get you stuck in the wall, I guess. Oh well. Yeah, that's just a technique. That's basically it. Because we already have all of this stuff defined, right? Where do we draw? Down here? Down here? We don't do it for that yet, right? So for this, we draw the weapons. How do we draw the weapons? How do we draw the weapons? Well, it draws the arena. Just drawing it manually. Entity base. So for each item in layers, if layer... No. For each item in current weapon... For each weapon part in current weapon, for each animation layer in weapon part, if weapon part animation layer in this layers, remove it. For each weapon part animation layer in new weapon, add its animation layers to this layers. Yes? Yeah, I think that's how it has to work. Oh, this is so messy. Oh, this sucks. Right? Because the other way I could do it is the draw method, but no, because not everything has a weapon. And the draw method is up here on the base. I could override draw. Or override the draw method for weapon wielding entities and gather layers then. Ugh. My brain is full. Yeah, I think... that's what I need to do. The problem here, then, is... I don't have the changes that I need to... I haven't figured out all the changes that I need to make changes to the entity itself so that I can start collecting stuff on the entity. I think most of this stuff is done except for the loading from file part. Well, I can theoretically create a weapon out of code now. Right? I still need to do the weapon add part method, which takes in a shape. There needs to be 2 add parts. Oh, but it needs to take in a list of these. So maybe the parts get created on... Maybe the parts get created on its own, and this just takes in a list of parts already. Right? Maybe we assemble this. Because this is all going to come from this JSON, so I need to write the code to actually parse the JSON. Tough to say. But yeah, then we actually have to do the, like, test entity stuff. We have to pull this in. We have to pull this in and, like, process this stuff, too. Because a character has a bunch of fixtures. It's complicated. Ooh, I think that's as much as I can do right now. I'm like... this is a lot. A lot has gotten done. Very productive. I think I'm, like, hitting my limit of, like... I need to go back and look at this and be like, okay, now I need to organize all this stuff into the actual instantiation from, data. Is going to happen here. I created a lot of work for myself getting this stuff working like this and then, like, not actually doing it properly from the start, so... Anyway. Let's save all this stuff. Turn these off. Leave that and exit. I think I'm going to wrap up. I think it's going to be a short stream today. Because I'm still tired. I'm still brain struggling. But, there's a possibility of a bonus Twitch stream tomorrow, depending on how... depending on whether I get stuff done during the day and whether... Depending on when I get done with other tasks and how I'm feeling. Let's see. Nobody seems to be streaming on YouTube right now. So... let's go visit Masami. Yeah. Do sex. But go say hi to Masami. Say hi from Duke's YouTube stream. I'm gonna head over there. Let's get the ending music on and wrap up. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for the super chats and the super stickers and the memberships and the gift memberships and rememberships. Thank you so much. Like I said, tomorrow I actually plan to work on the YouTube setup stuff. That's the wrong one. This is the correct one. So that we can get the free neural foods for members. So we can get the I want to get some other options for neural food as well. But we'll see. I might have to change some brain stuff to make the speed go back up again as well. Anyway, take care, everybody. Say hi to Masami on Twitch. I will see you all again very soon. Hope you have a wonderful evening. Take care, everybody.